yo, and hello, and welcome to the 266th episode of GameSpeak Podcast. New episodes go for free feed subscribers every Wednesday in audio format on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, and all of your favorite podcast platforms, as well as in video format on YouTube so you can see us in stunning HD, where we need you to hit subscribe and click that notification bell. We are now streaming live every Monday at 7:50 p.m. CST on twitch.tv/GameSpeakPodcast, youtube.com/CreateForSanity, and facebook.com/group/GameSpeakPodcast if you want to catch the show as it happens before anyone else. Also, be sure to join the community in the GameSpeak Podcast Discord at dsc.gg/GameSpeakPodcast to hang and talk games with other nerds like us. This show is two childhood BFFs and a brand new BFF bringing you all things video games. I'm one of your hosts, Jamel Al-Jafra, alongside Brent Bombbringer Bass.
We've also got Devin Destruction Master Mayor.
Ooh,
oh, yeah.
I like that.
I
Oh, yeah.
found
Very violent name.
I found that what I was trying to do was do like double D things, which just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I need to do a DM.
A
you
DM,
know?
yeah.
It becomes a lot simpler when I think about it like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I can't do like Devin Dingle Dick or something, you know? It's got to be like
Dungeon Master
yeah,
Mayor.
Dungeon Master Mayor.
Oh,
Yeah, it
thank
makes
God
sense.
the dick ones are
Yeah.
out finally.
But you can
Exactly.
throw a dick in there every now and then.
No, I got to keep you on your
Dick
toes.
Monster Devin.
Yeah. Dick
please
Masturbator.
God.
Oh, I could still do the DM. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's going to be just more
More dick.
efficient.
I shouldn't have
dick
said
ones,
anything.
You know?
I should have just stayed quiet.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Welcome.
But anyways, yeah, so what's been up, boys?
Oh, you know, same old, same. I finally got around to watching that Free Guy movie.
How was it? Yeah.
It was good.
It was enjoyable.
It
yeah,
was fun
I
to
like
watch.
that.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it just because I was like,
You know, I didn't think I was going to be super into it, and then, like, it's actually a pretty good movie. You know, I watched it with my girlfriend. Like, she was like, let's watch this. And I was like, okay. And, you know, it was pretty good.
I like that. I like that it's just good. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
It's not like, you know, the best
movie
I've
ever,
ever seen.
but you
it's
had
also,
fun.
Yeah, it's like I think about it, like, still, you know? So it's like it stayed in my brain, you know
Keeps
what I
me
mean?
up at night.
I
It
think
was a
about
good
it
movie,
still. That is a funny way to put it. No, but like sometimes it's just good. It's just good to watch a good movie. You know what I'm saying? Not like a great movie, but just a fucking fun
Yeah,
movie.
Yeah,
fun
no,
movie,
that, and
yeah.
that is definitely what it is. It is just a fun movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I felt. I watched Sonic for the first time the other day, like the Hedgehog.
The first one? Or
Yeah.
The
And I was
I
like,
did too. Yeah,
like, it's all right.
Yeah, it was good.
It was-
I've heard the second one's even better.
you know, and it'd probably be just at about okay.
Just
you
as
know?
all right.
Yeah.
Next time you're feeling one of those all right movies.
an enjoyable watch. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It
You
was
know,
good.
Ryan Reynolds is the master of putting out, like, just all right movies. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know, man. I liked Deadpool a lot.
Deadpool was really
Deadpool
fun.
And I
great.
like Ryan Reynolds.
Don't get me wrong. Deadpool is the exception.
Yeah, that is
okay?
the exception,
We've got,
not the
we've
rule.
got The Notebook. We've got Green
What was
Lantern.
that? What was
we've
that one where
got
he's a chef?
Detective
We don't
Pikachu.
talk about. We don't talk
Hey,
about
did-
Green Lantern.
Detective Pikachu, I put on like a close level to Deadpool though.
I
Like
don't
I
know.
thought
It
it
was-
was good.
it was
To
really
me,
good.
Detective
Not-
Pikachu is just as good as Free Guy. I think if you let
Yes.
Free Guy is
Yes,
a better
I can
movie
absolutely-
than Detective Pikachu. I will say that. In my opinion. You know what I mean?
But they're different though. You know, like there's no Pokemon
It's
and
very similar
Free Guy.
humor to me.
I think we can
Oh,
all
okay.
just
I don't
agree
know.
that we like Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I
he's
mean,
a great
definitely,
guy.
I
definitely.
fucking love Ryan Reynolds.
he's a
I love
good
Ryan Reynolds as
fucking
well.
dude, guys. No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. We just get real mad. No, but yeah. Anyways, so cool. Brent watched Free Guy. What else is that? It
Yeah, that's pretty much
literally
that's
my
pretty
whole
much it
week.
for me, yeah.
Did you watch? Did you give Free Guy? Goddamn. Did you give The Boys a try?
I didn't yet. I'm sorry. I got caught up because I got the UFC Fight Pass
Oh,
or whatever
okay.
subscription.
You've been watching the Fight Pass, bro.
Dude, I didn't realize it had like every fight that's
Everything.
ever happened
Yes.
ever. So like I went all the way back to UFC 1 and I've
Oh.
just been watching from the very beginning.
I did the same thing, bro. I watched the first like 10 UFCs, and then I went and watched every Pride event. If you enjoy UFC 1, go back and start at Pride 1 and just work through the
Did they have
Prides.
Pride in the Fight
on
Pass?
the Fight Pass?
What?
yeah.
I didn't even see it because
Yeah.
it wasn't under history or you know, like
you
the
gotta
historical
dig
stuff.
really deep into the fucking, and then once you find the Pride, it's hard to like find the archives where you can scroll
See
all
'em
the way
all.
back to the. But like Dude, the Pride ones are really good. Some of those dudes from Pride end up being big stars in the UFC later, like Anderson Silva and like Shogun and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, so like I'm on UFC 19 right now.
Oh wow!
And, like,
so a lot of the big stars are already in there. Like
no, I mean Chuck Liddell literally just showed up.
Vitor Belfort was in there and shit, right?
Yeah.
And like fucking.
Vitor
showed up early.
He was real fucking early. Like, and I don't know anything about these guys yet. So, like, this is, like, my first introduction to them, but I know their names because people have talked about them or, like, you know, growing up, people would talk about them. I'm like, oh, I don't watch that. So, like, but now that I'm, like, doing BJJ or whatever, I was like, I'm trying to get myself all hyped again now that my foot's not broke anymore.
The early
get
UFCs
back in.
are great for BJJ because that's like fucking the
Royce
Gracies
Gracie
were just
and all
murdering everybody. But see, dude, you'll really like the Pride events because that's where they started figuring out how to deal with the BJJ. Like Sakuraba was known as like the Gracie killer. He was this little Japanese dude who would just beat the shit. He was like he beat every single Gracie brother, like pretty much, except I think Royler or something.
Are you talking about the guy who became a heavyweight?
I don't know if he did become a heavyweight, it was like way later in his career. He was like a middleweight or lighter, or he fought Vitor Belfort at one point, but Vitor was like way lighter too at this point, and like.
Yeah, this guy that I'm talking about, he's been fighting like everybody, and he has like a very similar name, Japanese guy, and like, but he's fighting in the UFC.
Sakuraba never went to the UFC.
Okay, then this isn't him.
Sakuraba was kind of like Fedor or something. Like he was one of those big fighters that just never found their way over to the UFC.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So I do need to get to the Pride fights then.
You would get a kick out of it because there's a lot of people like Mark Kerr and like Mark Coleman and shit. That
Mike Coleman got his ass beat in a couple of the ones that I've been watching lately. I guess
was Vanderlei Silva in any of the ones you've seen? Yeah.
So like I think what happened, like I was talking to Devin about this before. I think Mike Coleman just got too old. Like he's like,
and also the earlier rule set favored Mark Coleman's style a lot
because he could headbutt.
Yeah, he would get you in like north-south position and like knee you in the head. You know what I mean? And like
just
you
over
couldn't
and over
deal
again.
with that. You know what I mean? As soon as that rule went into play where you can't like knee to the head of a grounded opponent, like it changed his whole game. You know what I mean?
Well, where I'm at, you can still knee them in the head. You just can't.
Those early ones, they're like pulling each other's hair and fucking kicking each other in the balls and shit. Like.
You can't grab the hair. the first couple are like somewhere they stopped allowing them to grab the cage, and that's because of Frank. What's his name?
Frank Mir?
No, Shamrock. Frank Shamrock.
Yeah.
Because he like got out of being fucked up by Jeremy Horn or whatever. But like he almost lost like his like title, like because Jeremy Horn was kicking his ass and he like grabbed onto the cage and like held up so he wouldn't like take him down, and that's the only reason he like won that.
Bro, I feel like you should be able to grab the cage. You know what I mean? Like
if it's there.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
If there's a knife, use the knife.
Make the cage smooth or something if you don't want people to grab it. You
just
know what
a glass cage of blood and violence. Like I don't know.
Badass. Like
it's
as opposed to a metal cage.
I would say it's like watching an anime though, because like
it really is.
It's like you're watching the story of all these people like as they're coming up and they're like becoming champions and they've got this fight, and then like the younger guys come up and then fuck all them up, and then like it's just
and
like
it's also like an anime because like the sport itself is evolving.
Oh yeah.
So like you just see these more and more like ridiculously strong people just come out of nowhere and just whoop everybody's ass, and then somebody eventually will come just whoop their ass. It's just so great.
That's why I'm like, where do these people come from? Like, and like this, and like I was saying to Devin, they're like, he has 400 fights. I'm like, no, he doesn't.
Those early ones, and then he just gets his ass kicked. You know, like
400 fights in his backyard, and it's like
it's some fat guy in a t-shirt just going like this, like
that's like
a bag of flour or something. Like
whenever the older guy, I forget, he was
Keith Hackett or something.
No,
the karate guy who actually did really good in the early UFC.
The guy who was wearing like the robe, the black guy.
Yeah,
and he
no, not the black guy. I think that's Art Jimison, the dude who was wearing one boxing glove.
No. There was a guy who won one boxing glove in like the first
UFC one,
somewhere around there.
He was like a professional boxer or something, and he thought he would do better because he was used to his boxing glove. Like
it's like, bro.
So he wore
dumb.
one. I didn't see that.
But it's like this guy. He's wearing like a robe. I don't remember what he fought. It was like judo or some bullshit. and he like got the guy in like this hold where like he was kind of like in a like just this weird hold, and he started elbowing him in the face, and that's how he like took him out. And it was like in UFC 2 or something. And so he came back later and fought like a giant Native American guy. Like,
was it Big Nog or the dude
it's
with
like
with the crazy...
Nerde or something?
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and like basically it's like watching Street Fighter like at the very beginning. None of it makes sense.
The early ones are just nuts, bro.
Yeah, I saw a good bit of UFC 1, but I didn't see like 2 or 3. I need to go back and watch the really old ones.
Watch them, dude. It's
They're
so
great,
entertaining. But like, yeah, like
trying to give me that login.
hey man, if it lets 2 people watch on it, then
a lot
sure.
of that stuff is on ESPN Plus too. Like if you have
I
the
have
Disney
that.
bundle or whatever,
watch it, dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's so fun, and like just going through all of it. But like it is funny watching like Ken Shamrock like comes in and he's like all cool and everything, and then he just like quits, and then his brother becomes like a fucking boss. Like, why is Frank Shamrock so good at everything?
Bro, I don't know, man. Kim Shamrock made like he tried to make a comeback so many times. He fought in Pride for a little bit too.
Yeah, he was like in wrestling, like WWF or something.
Yeah.
That's where he left to.
Yeah.
But he ran like the Lions Den or whatever, which is like where all these fighters, like these good fighters, are coming out, like Pete Williams and like all this shit.
The thing about Ken Shamrock is like he's like you were saying about what's his name earlier, Mark Coleman. Like Ken Shamrock was kind of at the end of his prime, right as the fighting started.
It started getting good.
Yeah, like
sucks.
He was
like,
in Pancrase or something.
Yeah.
And he was like really good in Pancrase. Like he was just beating everybody's ass.
It's like Guy Metzer or whatever.
Yeah.
But he's also out of the Lions Den or whatever.
Yeah.
Because basically Ken Shamrock just created like a cult. And, like anytime somebody good started showing up, he would like grab them and be like, "Join my cult," and then like they'd all start fighting in the Lions Den. And so I had like Pat, what's his name?
Pat Barry.
No, he's like way older. Freaking, what is that dude's name? I don't know. Short little like dude. He kind of looks like he's like Irish, and he's got like the facial hair of like an Irishman. But anyways, he's fucking people up like left and right, and like so everybody good goes to Ken Shamrock's little like Lion Den training facility thing, and then they come back and just fuck everyone. And it's because they teach them like MMA. Like everybody else is like, I know one fighting style and I'm good, you know. And like they're like, no, we're gonna create the future of fighting. And
dude,
like,
a lot of those
cool.
like little cults have just like evolved into like the main MMA gyms that are still around today, like like fucking shoot box and shit like that.
Yeah,
like,
shoot fighters, dude. I like there's a lot of words I'm learning as I'm watching this. I'm like, what the fuck is a shoot fighter? You know, like but it's funny to watch
really
him.
Interesting though.
Like he's got him in a key lock, and I'm just like, dude, like old school wrestling like stuff going on. And then BJJ just comes through and like wrestling becomes pointless. Like it's like it's so weird. But anyways, yeah. So that's what I've been doing all week. Like obviously it went from like I started at like the UFC 5 because I already watched 1 through 4 like a year ago, and then, so I went 5. I'm already at 19. They're like 2 hours each.
When did Dan Severn come in? He was on like 3 or 4, right? Like,
I don't remember.
He was pretty early, but he was the one who kind of made wrestling practical again. He started like suplexing people and shit, and just like
suplex. Like it's so funny, but yeah. It's really fun to watch, though. I recommend, even if you don't like fighting, if you want just some good entertainment, like and
if you don't like fighting,
no,
watch fighting.
If you don't like I don't give a fuck about like watching fighters and stuff, but like I said, it's like watching an anime because there's so much history. You get to watch these people's careers like as it happens, and then like you know you can kind of see where it's going, and then you see new people come in. It's like the new guard takes over, and like it's just cool to watch.
It is super.
And then I'm like Googling the person that I'm watching, like they're all kids, you know, so like or some of them like Pete Williams, he's like 22 coming in, and he beats the shit out of Mike Coleman, like it does the first ever fucking kick to the face, like first ever like standing like high kick and knockout on Mark Coleman or whatever, and everybody's like, what the fuck, like you can do that? And so like, and I like Google him, and he's like this old fat guy now, and I'm like, oh my god, he's like a kid and he's just yoked, you know. It's so crazy to see that, like
bro. Yeah, a lot of them look crazy different, like it's wild.
But anyways, yeah, so
like
Devin,
20 years ago. What did nothing, a whole lot of nothing. Just played some video games, you know. Watch the boys, dude. Man, Kenobi is it's disappointing.
It's falling off.
It's disappointing.
I haven't
man.
seen the 5th episode if it's out yet, but I like the first 4 episodes a lot.
There's 4 out now. I've missed 2. I only watched the first 2 so far, and they were great. So like,
I don't know.
The 4 episodes that I've seen have been like really excellent. Like maybe my favorite piece of Star Wars media that's come out since like fucking Knights of the Old Republic or something. Like I really enjoy it. Yeah.
What are you not liking, Devin?
I don't know. I didn't like Vader and Obi-Wan's whole little encounter.
Oh, that was
like,
sick, dude.
Are you
fucking
talking about
kidding me?
where like the sniper lady like somehow shoots the fire down? Like,
Well, and like a lot of stuff that happened in
that-
that whole sequence is just like,
yeah, it was kind of dumb.
what?
All right, I do gotta admit, some of the editing, like whenever the second sister is like they're going down a one-way tunnel, right, to escape to the pilot place to leave, and so she follows in behind them. The other lady
sniper-
turns around and
yeah.
walks like past her somehow, and then she somehow gets in front of Leia and takes out like there's no other tunnels. That part I was like, y'all didn't think about this shit. And then like the story's good, but the editing is fucking horrendous.
It's terrible.
And then like
it's so bad.
It's
Like,
a Jedi mind trick.
yeah,
No,
apparently.
it's
No,
just
she
like-
literally walks down a one-way tunnel that's like 3 feet wide and nobody sees her. And then like not only that, she just lets the sniper chick walk by. And then the sniper chick somehow, Darth Vader can do all this crazy shit, but he doesn't sense the chick just sitting there with a gun pointed at them. and so like he's just too busy, rubbing Obi-Wan in flames or whatever that he
Yeah.
created with the Force. And then she shoots a thing like to make the fire come out again, and Darth Vader's like, well, there's nothing I can do here.
He didn't create the flames with
You
the
know,
Force.
he
He
didn't
busted
create
a
the flames. He
gas
busted a thing. That's what I mean. He used the Force to make it
Yeah.
happen, though,
Mhm.
which he could have easily just used the Force to make the flames go away. Like he could have just knocked it out of the way. But like she makes the flames, and he's like, huh. Well, I'm just gonna stand here and let Obi-Wan get
Bro,
away. As the
or
robot
like-
walks
or
out,
he couldn't
He's
have
on
gone-
that Michael Myers shit, bro.
Or
He's
he
trying
couldn't
to
have just
like
walked
mentally
around the
fuck with
fire, like-
Obi-Wan here. You know what I mean?
They've got stormtroopers surrounding the whole fucking area, and they let the most important thing that Vader's been like hunting this whole time just
also
escape.
Also, the
Like-
part where they got to
think
get
it's-
past the laser gate or whatever, and it's like only from like here, like it's literally like our coffee table, and they're like, "How do we get around this?" Like, there's no way. Like,
Yeah, okay, that was really
and then
stupid.
the
laser gate thing.
the lightsaber fight was a big letdown too. Like,
well,
I
I
don't
mean,
know,
he
Vader-
doesn't know how to fight yet. He knows how to fight, but he's off his game.
And
He's
also
over
they're
30
kinda
now.
going
but
for
also
the-
Vader too.
They're going for the same style of lightsaber fight that you see in the fourth movie, right? Like
well,
it's
no,
not like
no, because he did not one-hand it. He did not single.
No. He's talking about from the old school movies.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. I just watched A New Hope.
Oh, he
Yeah,
one-handed
I just Yeah, he one-handed it in the Obi-Wan series and the Kenobi series, and I was like, okay.
but in the early movies is he two-handing it?
No, the fight between him and Ben Kenobi, like old Ben, he does not one-hand it.
Well, see, I'm just talking about the style of like how slow it's moving.
Yeah.
Well, that I gave them the benefit.
But they're
of
not that old yet.
They haven't. Well, yeah, I gave them the benefit of the doubt. Okay, they haven't fought in a while. Sure. Like I wanted like fucking old like episode 3
flipping
like,
everywhere and shit.
Maybe not flipping, but just like good fucking choreography in the fight.
Which
Like,
I'm sure it's
that is
gonna
one
come.
thing that no, it's not. And you know why? Because Disney has completely ruined lightsaber fighting in the Star Wars universe.
What? How?
Because there's not been a single good lightsaber fight and since Disney has taken over.
Yeah, but
And
I
it's
bet
not-
they're
there's
saving
no-
it.
There's
That
look
That
at-
is true,
Look
actually.
at
but
all the
I think
lightsaber fights
so
in
far.
the sequel trilogy. Any of the ones that in the Mandalorian there was a lightsaber fight, it was terrible. All the choreography is bad and just it's terrible.
It's nothing like the prequel or the sequels.
Nothing.
What would we call them?
prequels.
The sequel.
No,
prequels.
prequels.
Yeah, it's nothing
yeah.
like the prequels with Anakin and Obi-Wan and all that shit. But that's because they were at like their peak fucking fighting
Yeah,
form.
yeah.
You know, so which sucks
but
because
in the other like Mandalorian stuff, I don't know. There's still fucking Kylo Ren. He got training and whatnot from fucking Luke and shit.
yeah, but
like-
Luke sucked ass too. Like if you go back and watch like the old ones,
Yeah.
he literally got his ass beat by his old dad, like literally just standing over him going like this, like literally Michael Myers type shit. Like, and he was just like, and then got his arm cut off. You know, like he didn't really do shit. Like they didn't know how to fight at that point. Like the fucking the beast of like lightsaber fighting are gone. Like
Yeah.
so
It's like the end of the High
Darth Vader's
Republic.
just like a torso with fucking like with like a brain attached, fucking, and he's just surviving on the Force. You know what I mean?
it's true.
Like,
Yeah. And so like now Obi-Wan is another thing where like I get he hasn't fought in like a decade probably at this point. Actually, it hasn't been a decade because the kids. Oh, it has been a decade because Leia's 10. So
Okay,
so it has been 10 years since he fought, but he shouldn't be that bad. Like I'm talking for how long he fought. Like his muscle memory should be like
it's
pretty
not
quick.
muscle memory though. It's the connection to the Force. It's sensing
It's
what's
both.
coming at you.
No,
you
no,
know?
I'm talking about
Like,
him like
Him
at
just
all.
moving,
And
yeah,
moving
not
in
even
general.
Just, like,
I think even
predicting.
that is affected by the Force. Like, if you look at, like, the Jedi's movements and shit, they jump supernaturally high. They fucking,
Yeah.
like, do all kinds of things through the Force. You know what I mean? Like,
Which-
I think his connection to the Force is fucked up because you see him in Obi-Wan, like, trying to, like, move pins around on the desk and shit and, like, even having trouble with that. Like, obviously he's got some kind of issue, some kind of block mentally
Yeah.
because he's not, like, channeled the Force and meditated and shit. And
Well,
so-
apparently he has no issue with jumping off of like a 6-story building to get down to Leia because the part where like Leia falls off the building and he has to like bring the Force out and he like stops her from falling. And then the scene cuts and he's right beside her down on the ground.
It
I'm
shows
like,
him like running down the.
no,
like,
it doesn't. It doesn't
No.
show
It
It shows
anything.
him like run around the side of the building,
It-
implying that he like came down from like the stairs. or
He was
something.
being chased by the second sister that whole fucking time. How'd he turn around and walk down the stairs?
I don't fucking know.
That's
man.
what I'm saying.
Maybe he did jump. At this point, who cares? Everybody just saw you use the Force. But I think that's also because like adrenaline's high. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like at that point, it might be a muscle memory kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like.
You think that adrenaline would come in whenever fucking Michael Myers is like killing kids on the way over to you. That part I do like is that Darth Vader is a fucking psychopath in
yeah.
this one.
Yeah.
I was
Like-
appreciative of
like-
that fact.
Yeah, like he like first he grabs like the dad of like this little family and he's like choking him. No, he's just choking
Oh,
the
yeah.
did and the kid's like, "No, dad." And he's like, "No, fuck it, I'm going to kill the kid." And he like picks up the kid and then just snaps his neck in front of his parents and then like just drops him. And it's like he's got something about killing kids and it's really weird. Like he could have killed the dad
Because he
and-
knows it's gonna piss off Obi-Wan. He wants to bring out Obi-Wan.
No, I know,
you know
but
what I mean?
like I'm just saying the dude needs some therapy. But like
fucking hardcore. I really enjoy it. I don't know. I'm really liking Obi-Wan so far.
I do too. I like it. As I've only seen the first 2 episodes. I really like it.
I feel like the third episode is also really good, and then the fourth episode like isn't bad, but it's not as good as the first 3 episodes.
And there's
still,
only 6 episodes though, so
Yeah.
hopefully they fucking pick up the fire.
fucking figure it out, Disney.
I'll-
No, I like it, all right, but it's not what I was hoping, and the inconsistencies just break me out of it too often.
I also like the fact that like Obi-Wan and Leia have this like connection. I feel like it makes the whole beginning of New Hope make a little more sense. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, where they have like some
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
where she's like, "Help me, Obi-Wan." It's like,
You're
well,
our
You're
only
my
fucking-
only hope.
like what?
Yeah.
How you know this guy? Like
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that part.
Yeah.
Though I was thinking, and it probably is weird that Obi-Wan meets, Darth Vader again before the last movies because it's like then he just knows where he's at. It's like why doesn't he just go kill him? Like.
maybe it'll explain that.
Yeah, we're probably gonna get.
Oh, I'm
some
sure we'll get
explanation.
some dumb explanation. Like they'll just edit that part out. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll just edit it back to where Darth Vader never met, Obi-Wan out at the,
They're gonna
like
delete their own.
yeah,
shit
they're
as
gonna
canon.
delete it right there, like right at the end, and like actually none of this happened. But anyway, so cool. So we are not going to be going over the normal news of the week stuff this week because there's so much shit that happened with game releases. Basically, as Brent put it, it's E3 that's not E3.
Not
you know
E3,
what I'm saying?
E3.
We got Summer Game Fest. We got Xbox Bethesda Game Showcase. We got Capcom.
Yeah, they just did a presentation like right before the show started. So
The PC.
yeah,
There was some indie thing that was put on by
Yeah.
Double Fine.
yeah,
No.
I didn't get that one honestly. And honestly,
I
I
don't
don't
think
know
anyone
if the
cares.
PC one's even worth talking about. Most of the stuff at the PC show is like the PC show is like 3 hours long and fucking just really redundant. Like a lot of just indie bullshit and like stuff that you've already heard about. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we got
we're telling
we got
you
all
what's
the good
cool.
stuff.
Listen to
So
us.
yeah, and we did
Yeah.
PlayStation's we did PlayStation State of Play last week. So if you missed that, go check out last week's episode.
Yeah.
But this is all of this week's stuff.
yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be a Nintendo Direct coming sometime at this month. There's a lot of rumors saying that it's going to be on the 26th, I think, but I don't trust rumors about Nintendo, so it'll probably be tomorrow. You know, like knowing Nintendo, it'll just randomly happen. So get hyped for that, and we'll cover that whenever it happens as well. But Brent is the list master. He's got all of the reveals and everything that's happened, and so he's going to name them off, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, should we do this week's releases first, or should we just jump into the topic first? Or
I say we jump into the topic because I think some of the releases and stuff, like,
okay.
yeah, you know, a
Yeah.
lot of them are going to have to do with this, but
Big
also
brain.
the ones that don't have to do with this don't matter.
Well, then
I'm just going to be honest with you. There's going to be a bunch of bullshit games that are coming out just randomly, like,
Well,
but...
y'all been playing anything?
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
have.
just Call of Duty.
God damn.
Surprise!
We need to get you a
surprise.
quest or something.
Oh, jeez. Really
Look, man.
flexing the power of
Look.
that sweet 2080, bro.
Look, bro, I've been fucking they got me working 12 days in a row right now. Okay, so I haven't had time
Jeez.
to do shit. All right, but
Sorry.
in the time that I do, I'm like, I just want to play mind-numbing Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you were about to say Minecraft. Or Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Minecraft. That sounds sick.
But yeah, anyways, what y'all been playing?
Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Brent.
I've been playing The Quarry. I got it.
Oh shit.
I played through it with my girlfriend.
Is it
Okay.
living up to your expectations?
Yeah, so I like it a lot, actually. First of all, the graphics are really good. It is a lot longer than all the like Dark Pictures anthology games. It's a lot more
You
like
would hope if
Until
it's the
Dawn.
spiritual successor. You know,
Yeah.
it's got to be a full game.
I think me and Audra's first playthrough was like 11 hours or something like that, so it was a pretty decent game. And like we got like half of our squad killed, so I'm pretty sure there's a lot more that we could have seen. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I will say this, it's both easier and harder than Until Dawn. Like, it's easier because, like, the buttons you have to push, like, it's like arrows and stuff, which, like, I don't know, it's easier to, like, execute the buttons it wants you to push to stay alive.
Yeah.
But there's also way more, like, opportunities to die. You know what I
Cool.
mean? So, like, any mistake you make could end up with you getting, like, ripped through a wall or killed or something, you know what I mean? Like, it's really brutal. And, like, the game itself is just a lot of fun. The characters are fun. The intro is a little bit slow-paced. Like, I feel like they could get to the point a little faster. But overall, I really enjoy the game. Like, I definitely think if you're a fan of Until Dawn, it's, like, a must-have game.
Worth a go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Devin, what's our chat saying?
So we have a very lengthy cheers that just came into the chat. Appreciate it. Still no pickles, bubbles, bass. Still no pickles, bubble bass. It says cheers to the breezes that blows through the trees that lifts their skirts above their knees. That shows us the spot that gets us hot, that teases, pleases, and cures diseases.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my
Okay.
God, what a snatch!
So okay,
Cheers, fellas. Yeah.
explain to me what this is, Devin.
It's a whole cheers. It was just a cheers.
Drinking
He's
some
drinking
land
some
sharks.
land sharks.
Oh,
Oh,
hell
okay.
yeah.
That's
Land
what I like
shark.
to hear. Okay.
We got another viewer that says,
Cheers.
hi, guys.
Hello.
Cheers,
Hello, viewer.
cheers, bubble bass.
The cheers comes from Twitch. Who's that from on Twitch? Does it show?
From Facebook.
That's
we got
from
one.
Bubble Bass. on
Oh, that's
Twitch.
from Bubble
And
Bass.
thank you for
on
the follow
Twitch.
as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And then we have a comment from Kimberly Michelle Oliver saying, "Hi guys,
Well,
howdy,
hello.
Well, hello.
howdy do." But yeah,
We're
so
just going over currently playing right now, and Brent was just getting into it.
to the
Yeah.
quarry.
So the
Into
quarry.
oh yeah, the quarry.
Yeah, I'm actually done
With
talking
the
about
quarry.
the quarry.
Yeah, the quarry's great apparently. So take it from Brent and play it.
Yeah, and I also started playing The Last of Us 2 again. I don't know, all this talk about The Last of Us 1 getting a remake, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to play The Last of Us 2 again.
It's
So-
such a weird idea to remake that game.
It really is. It's already, like, so good looking. You know, like it really doesn't need a remake.
No, not at
A
all.
remake,
And it just got
a
the
ground-up remake, nonetheless. Like they're completely rebuilding the game from the ground up.
Was
like,
the remaster not enough?
that's
Yeah,
what
they
I'm saying.
literally
Like,
remastered it.
It looks good. Like
I feel like this is like one of the most pointless things to put out ever done in video game history, is to put out a full video game remake of a game that came out like last generation. No, it came out PS3. Came out PS3, but they remastered it.
Last generation, yeah.
Yeah. And then another remaster on top of that.
Yeah, it got another remaster. And doesn't it have like PS5 like updates? Like basically
So,
it's a
I'm pretty sure.
what the fuck? But anyway.
You know why?
Money.
Because it'll sell.
Yeah, PlayStation's like, all right, we'll do it. We see you, GTA 5. You know, like they're just doing the same
Skyrim,
shit. Yeah.
just trying to follow good old Todd Howard.
Anyway, so how's your experience in the game again? Good.
Really good so far, yeah. Well, I originally played it on a base PS4, so you know.
Significant difference, or
it's got the PS4 Pro upgrade plus the 60 frames per second upgrade that the PS5 got, so it's like significantly upgraded from my original experience. It looks pretty good.
Nice. Devin, what you been playing over there?
Well, a good bit of VR, COD with the boys, but my VR, dude, Pavlov. I've been addicted to Pavlov, and there's this little server that pops up every now and then. That's the giant island that I told y'all about before. It's like it's like DayZ in VR.
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
fantastic. It's a pretty big map too, and I was playing it yesterday, just killing time because I didn't do shit this weekend, and I got a loan. There's like a little like. It's a whole island with 2 cities on either side, and then there's in between is like there's like a base underground that you have to go into the cities and different buildings and stuff and collect these key cards, and eventually you can collect enough key cards to get all the way through this underground base into a rocket ship, and you have to also find 2 fuel cells. But you have to do all this while there's zombies around and then other players just trying to kill other players and whatnot.
That sounds really fun. Can you like team up with other? Is it like a team-based
and
thing?
and it's proximity chat too. So like you can always be heard unless you have your mic muted and stuff. Well, within vicinity and stuff and whatnot. So I mean, if you're like, you can sneak up on someone and kill them, or you can like talk shit to them, or you can be like, whoa, hey, you know, you trying to team up.
Play Alex Jones really loudly through the
but like being loud and like talking will give away your position and everything because you can hear exactly where it's coming from. It's like,
Turn the freaking frogs gay.
Turn the frogs gay.
They're just like looking around, like, where is it? Alex Jones.
Devin, what do we got from? Is that Bubble Bass as well?
I said for the bruv wearing the Star Wars shirt, that's fire. Who's your favorite Sith? Mine's Darth Nihilus.
Oh, I'm a Malak fan, actually. If I had to pick a favorite Sith, it would probably be Darth Malak.
I'm going Darth Bane, brother. Yeah.
The Starkiller wasn't
Starkiller
a Sith.
counts. Hell yeah.
Does he count?
Hell yeah, he counts.
Yeah.
He was definitely a Sith, bro. He's like trained by
He was
Darth
trained,
Vader,
but didn't he
dog.
like have
Didn't he
like a falling out though? With,
yeah, he
with
kind of
Vader?
went to the good.
So all Sith kill their master. That's like their thing.
No,
know what I mean?
not like a no. I didn't mean like a falling out as like he wasn't dark anymore.
Look,
you know?
at one point he was definitely a Sith.
He was a Sith. Did you?
So like you
yeah.
can definitely say, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. He took
Actually,
on the
no. My favorite Sith is if Jar Jar would have been a Sith.
yeah.
Hell
If the whole plot of him being the
Hypothetical
bad guy
evil Jar
in the
Jar.
prequel trilogy. Yeah.
Love
Oh,
that.
and to the Facebook. Yeah, this is. It's not on Oculus. It's on PC. I don't.
Well, it is
There's
on
like
Oculus,
Pavlov
but
Shack.
it's
Pavlov Shack.
Yeah.
This is Pavlov on PC, and you can do custom-made lobbies and stuff that people upload and play and upload their own custom maps and everything and play. It's so much fun. Brent, I need you to get Pavlov so we can go on Survival Island together and just fuck kids up. Like
I
it's.
really need to upgrade my computer, man. You know, like
No,
I
I was playing on the 2060. I was playing this map on the 2060, and it was handling just fine. Pavlov,
Really?
yeah, Pavlov looked great.
Okay. I have noticed that, like, I hooked my Oculus up to my computer recently, and I don't know if they've done some updates or something, but like it seemed like it was running way smoother than usual. Like I think maybe Steam got an update or something. Like something is just working better.
Steam and
lately.
Oculus started working together better because Oculus and Steam used to butt heads a lot with their
Yeah.
different programs whenever you were in like Oculus Link and stuff.
I
but
noticed that in the early days.
yeah, like actually in Pavlov specifically, there used to be a trigger pull delay for no reason.
Oh,
So
that's
you
annoying.
would, if you're using a semi-auto gun, you could not fast trigger pull because it would like lag and get caught up in the trigger pulls, like Oculus trying to communicate with Steam. But that got fixed a while back, and so it plays every Steam game that I play through Oculus now. It's great.
Oh man, I'm probably not gonna bring up the PC game show, to be honest with you, because there's really not anything worth talking about except for this. Did you see the fucking mod for Half-Life Alyx that got a trailer at the PC game show?
What? No.
How does a mod get a trailer?
That's what I'm.
Is it multiplayer?
It's that good, dude.
What is it?
It's called Levitation.